I never imagined that spilling coffee on my boss's pristine suit would unravel my entire life. As the only male assistant in Elegance Luxe, New York's premier cosmetics empire, I was already an oddity in a sea of polished women. But that morning in the executive lounge changed everything. Jordan Hale, our enigmatic CEO, locked eyes with me as I fumbled apologies, and in that instant, I saw something shift, something dangerous, forbidden, and utterly intoxicating. My name is Alex Rivera, 28, fresh out of a failed marketing degree and desperate for a job that paid the bills. Elegance Luxe wasn't my dream. It was a lifeline. The company towered over Manhattan's skyline, a glass monolith symbolizing beauty, power, and unattainable perfection. Women dominated every floor, sharp executives in designer heels, creative geniuses blending shades of empowerment. I was the outlier hired on a whim during a diversity push. "We need fresh perspectives," the HR director had said, but I knew the truth. I was a token, a way to check boxes without disrupting the vibe. On my first day, whispers followed me like shadows. "What's a guy doing here? Think he's gay?" One marketer murmured in the break room. I ignored it, focusing on my tasks, scheduling meetings, fetching prototypes, enduring the subtle jabs about my masculine energy, clashing with the brand's feminine ethos. But Jordan was different. At 35, he was the visionary behind Elegance Luxe's rise from a boutique line to a billion-dollar juggernaut. Tall, with chiseled features and eyes like storm clouds, he exuded quiet authority. Rumors swirled about his personal life. Single, no scandals, a workaholic who dated models but never committed. I admired him from afar, never dreaming our paths would entwine. That coffee incident, it was chaos. Rushing to a product launch prep, I collided with him, dark roast soaking his Armani lapel. "I'm so sorry, Mr. Hale," I stammered, dabbing futilely with napkins. He didn't yell. Instead, he laughed. A deep, genuine sound that cut through the tension. "Call me Jordan, Alex. And don't worry, it's just fabric." His hand brushed mine as he took the napkin, lingering a second too long. I felt a spark, dismissed it as nerves. But later, in the elevator, he cornered me. "You know, you're the first person here who doesn't treat me like I'm made of glass. Join me for the launch dinner tonight? Strictly professional, of course." Professional? My heart raced. I nodded, unaware I was stepping into a minefield. The dinner was at a rooftop venue overlooking Central Park, candles flickering under string lights. Colleagues eyed us curiously as Jordan pulled out my chair, his conversation flowing effortlessly. About art, travel, the hidden struggles of building an empire. "This industry chews up dreamers," he confided, his gaze intense. "But you see through the gloss. Flattery? Maybe. But his vulnerability cracked my defenses. By dessert, we were sharing stories of our upbringings. Me from a conservative Latino family in Queens, him from old money in Connecticut, both hiding parts of ourselves. The next weeks blurred into a whirlwind. Jordan assigned me special projects, pulling me into late-night strategy sessions. "Your insights are gold, Alex," he'd say, our knees brushing under conference tables. Whispers grew louder. "Is the CEO playing favorites?" One senior VP, Elena, cornered me in the copy room. "Be careful, kid. Power imbalances aren't pretty." I brushed it off, but doubt crept in. Was I advancing on merit or something else? My family added fuel. My mother, devout Catholic, probing about my fancy job with all those ladies. Coming out to them years ago had been a battle. Admitting feelings for my boss? Unthinkable. Then came the turning point. A company retreat in the Hamptons. Beaches, team building, forced fun. Jordan and I ended up paired for a trust fall exercise. As I caught him, his body pressed against mine. Time froze. That night, by the bonfire, he pulled me aside. "Alex, I can't pretend anymore. This connection, it's real." His voice trembled, raw with emotion. I froze, heart pounding. "But you're my boss. This could ruin everything." He nodded, pain etching his features. "I know, but denying it hurts more." We didn't kiss. It was too charged, too risky. Instead, we talked until dawn, unraveling fears. His about public scrutiny in a cutthroat industry. Mine about being seen as opportunistic. Back in the city, tension simmered. Colleagues noticed our lingering glances, fueling office gossip. Sleeping your way up? A jealous intern sneered. I confronted Jordan in his office, anger boiling. This is destroying my credibility. He paced, conflicted. I never meant to put you in this position. But Alex, you're the first person who sees me, not the title. His admission hit hard. Loneliness beneath the success. A man trapped in expectations. I felt it too. The pull of authenticity in a world demanding masks. As weeks passed, our professional interactions laced with unspoken longing. A shared cab ride home, fingers intertwining briefly. Secret lunches where we debate ethics. Is love worth the fallout? Jordan argued yes. I wavered, torn between desire and duty. Society's judgments loomed. Media hounds sniffing for scandals. Shareholders demanding propriety. A gay CEO in cosmetics? Progressive or PR stunt? Tabloids would scream. One evening, after a grueling board meeting, Jordan collapsed in exhaustion. I stayed, offering comfort. Why me? I whispered. He looked up, eyes vulnerable. Because you challenge me to be better, Alex. Not just in business, in life. That night we crossed a line, not physical but emotional, admitting mutual affection. But dawn brought reality. An anonymous email to HR, accusing favoritism. Panic set in. We have to stop, I said, voice breaking. Jordan agreed, but the ache lingered. The investigation hit like a storm. HR summoned me first, their questions probing. Any inappropriate conduct? I denied, but guilt gnawed. Jordan faced the board, his composure cracking under scrutiny. It's baseless, he insisted, but whispers of resignation echoed. I felt responsible. My clumsiness had sparked this, my presence disrupting the status quo. Friends outside work urged caution. Power dynamics, Alex. He's got everything to lose, but so do you. Family dinner that weekend amplified the chaos. My sister, Maria, sensed my distraction. Spill it, hermano. Job trouble. I confessed fragments, the crush, the conflict. Her eyes widened. Your boss? That's messy. Mom would flip. Indeed, our parents' traditional views clashed with my identity. Love who you love. Dad had grudgingly said years ago, but a high-profile romance? No way. I lay awake, questioning. Was this infatuation or genuine? Jordan's texts came sporadically, careful, coded. Miss our talks. Each one twisted the knife. Work became a battlefield. Elena, the VP, ramped up antagonism, assigning me grunt work. Prove you're not just eye candy, she snapped. I endured, channeling frustration into excellence, revamping a campaign that boosted sales 15%. Jordan praised it publicly, but privately he distanced himself. For your sake, he murmured in a hallway. Yet, fate intervened at the annual gala. Black tie elegance in a ballroom overlooking the Hudson. Dressed sharp, I navigated donors, avoiding Jordan's orbit. But midway he approached, champagne in hand. Dance? He asked, voice low. The band played a slow waltz. I hesitated, aware of eyes. One dance, I relented. On the floor we moved in sync, his hand firm on my back. This feels right, he whispered. Murmurs rippled. Colleagues staring, phones discreetly snapping. By morning, social media buzzed. Elegance Lux's CEO spotted cozy with male staffer? The backlash was swift. Conservative clients threatened pullouts. We don't mix business with personal agendas. Progressive voices cheered. About time for representation. Jordan's phone rang nonstop. Mine too, from reporters. No comment, I repeated, but inside, turmoil raged. We met secretly in a Brooklyn cafe, disguises absurd. This could tank the company, I said. Jordan's face hardened. Or redefine it. I'm tired of hiding, Alex. His passion ignited mine, visions of a future unmasked. But reality intruded. My lease renewal loomed, job security fragile. What if I lose everything? He reached for my hand. We face it together. That promise sustained me through the firestorm. Board pressure mounted. Step down or resolve this, they demanded. Jordan fought back, presenting data. My contributions undeniable. Our relationship consensual but undeveloped. Undeveloped? A director scoffed. The optics scream scandal. I testified anonymously, defending integrity. But leaks twisted truths. Headlines blaring, "Assistant seduces CEO for promotion?" Humiliation burned. Friends distanced, labeling me ambitious. Even Maria wavered. Is he using you? A pivotal moment came during a product crisis, a faulty batch risking recalls. Jordan and I collaborated covertly, our synergy saving millions. See, we're stronger together, he argued to skeptics. Slowly, tides shifted, employees rallied, petitioning for inclusivity. Love is love, a memo read. But external forces clashed. Protests outside headquarters, some anti-gay, others pro-equality. I faced harassment online, trolls questioning my manhood in a women's world. Through it, Jordan's resolve grew. I've built this empire. I won't let fear dictate my heart. His words empowered me, but doubts lingered. A late-night call from my mother shattered illusions. I saw the news, Mijo. Is this true? Tears flowed as I explained. He's important to me. Silence, then. Bring him home. We'll talk. Acceptance? Tentative, but a start. As the investigation closed, no violations found, relief washed over us. But scars remained. Jordan proposed changes. Transparent policies on relationships, diversity training. For us and others. I agreed, but caution tempered joy. Our first real date, post-clearance, was simple: pizza in his penthouse, city lights twinkling. To new beginnings, he toasted. Yet, shadows loomed. Would society ever fully accept? With the dust settling, our relationship blossomed cautiously. Stolen moments in the office gave way to weekend escapes. Hikes in the Adirondacks, where nature stripped pretenses. Here, I'm just Jordan, he said, lacing fingers with mine. Vulnerability deepened our bond. He shared childhood pressures, expectations to marry well, suppress any deviations. Coming out would have cost inheritance, he admitted. I countered with my own battles. Bullying in school, familial expectations of machismo. We're survivors, I replied, pulling him close. But paradise cracked under pressure. A rival firm, sensing weakness, launched a smear campaign. Ads subtly mocking elegances, distracted leadership. Sales dipped. Stockholders grumbled. Jordan worked tirelessly, guilt evident. This is my fault, he confessed one night, head in hands. I reassured him. No, it's theirs, for bigotry. Our fights intensified, me accusing him of overworking, him fearing I'd resent the chaos. Do you regret us? He asked, voice cracking. Never, I vowed, but uncertainty gnawed. Social circles amplified divides. At a charity event, old money friends snubbed me. Charming assistant, one quipped dismissively. Jordan defended fiercely. He's my partner. The word hung heavy, our first public label. Applause from allies, glares from foes. Media frenzy ensued. Profiles dissecting our power couple dynamic. Exploitative or empowering? Debates raged on talk shows. I fielded interviews, advocating, love doesn't discriminate by title. Family integration proved thornier. Dinner at my parents' Queens home was tense. Jordan arrived with flowers, charm dialed high. Mom eyed him suspiciously. You treat my son right? Dad grilled about intentions. By evening's end, tentative warmth emerged. Stories shared, laughter tentative. He's good for you, Maria whispered later. But backlash followed. Conservative relatives unfriended me online, decrying unnatural choices. Workplace dynamics evolved too. Elena, once antagonistic, approached apologetically. I was wrong. Your ideas shine. Promotions came, mine earned, not gifted. Yet, envy festered among some. Nepotism, mutters persisted. Jordan addressed it head-on in a company-wide memo. Merit above all. Transparency helped, but trust rebuilt slowly. A major conflict arose with a global expansion. Partnering with conservative markets risked backlash against our visibility. Tone it down, advisors urged. Jordan refused. Authenticity is our brand. I supported, but fears mounted, job losses if deals failed. During a heated board meeting, I spoke up. Hiding who we are betrays progress. Jordan's proud smile fueled me, but opposition was fierce. Personal lives shouldn't dictate business, a director argued. Post-meeting, exhaustion hit. We argued in his office. You're risking everything, I yelled. For us? Or ego? He recoiled, hurt. For a better world, Alex. Reconciliation came slow. A walk through Central Park. Apologies exchanged. We balance each other, he said. That equilibrium tested further when an ex of Jordan's resurfaced. A model spilling secrets to tabloids. He used me as a beard. Betrayal stung. Trust wavered. Was I just convenient? I demanded. Jordan denied vehemently. You're my truth. Healing required effort, couples therapy, boundaries set. Society's microscope intensified. Pride parades inviting us as speakers, hate mail countering. Icons or targets? Pondered. A turning point. Launching an inclusive line, proceeds to LGBTQ plus causes. Sales soared, proving viability. See? Progress pays. Jordan beamed. Yet, personal toll mounted. Sleepless nights, anxiety spikes. Is this sustainable? I confided in a friend. Love demands sacrifice. As holidays neared, we planned a quiet getaway, first real vacation. But fate twisted. A health scare for Jordan. Stress-induced collapse. Rushing to the hospital, fear gripped me. Don't leave, I whispered, holding his hand. Recovery was swift, but it crystallized priorities. Life's too short for half measures. Emerging stronger, we navigated new normals. Public appearances balanced privacy. Work thrived on innovation. But undercurrents of debate lingered, ethics of office romance, societal acceptance. As winter blanketed the city, hope flickered amid challenges. Spring brought renewal, but storms brewed. A lawsuit from a disgruntled employee alleged discrimination, claiming my promotion overlooked qualified women. It's because of your relationship, headlines screamed. Jordan fumed. Baseless. But depositions drained us, lawyers probing intimacies. When did it start? They pressed. We stonewalled, but leaks fueled fire. Internal emails misconstrued as favoritism. Public opinion split. Online polls debating fair or foul. Supporters rallied with love wins at work. Detractors boycotted products. Sales fluctuated. Board loyalty waned. Resign, Jordan. Some whispered. He resisted. I built this. I won't bow. I felt the weight. My presence a catalyst for division. Maybe I should quit, I suggested tearfully. His eyes flashed. No, we fight. Community support surged, LGBTQ plus groups offering legal aid, celebrities endorsing. A viral op-ed I wrote defended. Love in the workplace isn't scandal. Suppression is. Shares exploded, shifting narratives. But personal attacks escalated. Doxing attempts, threats. Security tightened. Paranoia set in. Is this worth it? Jordan asked one night, vulnerable. You are, I affirmed, but doubts crept. Family strains resurfaced. Mom called, worried. The news is everywhere, Alex. Be safe. Dad, surprisingly, offered wisdom. Stand tall, son. We did for our dreams. Their evolution moved me, acceptance forged in fire. Maria organized a support dinner, bridging worlds. Amid turmoil, a breakthrough. The lawsuit dismissed for lack of evidence. Victory tasted sweet, but scars lingered. Jordan proposed evolution. Co-COS? Share power. Innovative but controversial debates on equity flared. Tokenism? Critics cried. We pressed on, restructuring for inclusivity. Summer heated tensions. At Pride, we marched hand in hand, cheers deafening. But counter-protests loomed. Shouts of, corrupting business. Objects flew. Security intervened. Shaken, we retreated, questioning exposure. Hide or thrive? Jordan pondered. Therapy helped. Boundaries protect love. A pivotal betrayal. Elena, now ally turned rival, leaked sensitive info to competitors. Jealousy, Jordan surmised. Confrontation was brutal. Why? Tears fell. I felt overshadowed. Forgiveness? Hard-earned, but necessary for healing. As autumn approached, stability returned. New campaigns celebrated diversity. Profits rebounded. Our bond deepened. Quiet evenings debating futures. Marriage? Kids? One day, Jordan smiled, but societal echoes persisted. Evolving laws, lingering prejudices. A final twist. An acquisition offer from a conservative conglomerate. Sell out? Board pushed. Jordan refused. Integrity over profit. I backed him, but stakes rose. Potential layoffs if refused. Employees divided. Security versus values. In a town hall I spoke. We've come far. Don't regress. Applause sealed unity. Through it all our love endured. Tested, tempered, true. As leaves fell, gratitude swelled. We made it, Jordan whispered. But questions remained, fueling endless debates. Winter's chill mirrored internal reflections. With the acquisition thwarted, elegance luxe soared, innovative lines embracing all identities. Jordan and I navigated fame. TED Talks on inclusive leadership, our story inspiring. But privacy eroded, paparazzi staking our brownstone. Normalcy, I yearned. He promised. We'll carve it. Holidays tested bonds. Joint family gathering. My parents hosting Jordan's estranged kin. Tensions simmered. His mother's disapproval evident. This lifestyle. Polite clashes ensued, but breakthroughs emerged. Toasts to unity. Family evolves, Dad said. Professional highs contrasted personal lows. A mentorship program I launched empowered young LGBTQ plus professionals, earning accolades. Jordan beamed. Your impact rivals mine. Yet burnout loomed, constant vigilance exhausting. Pause, I suggested. A sabbatical beckoned. Travels to Europe, rekindling sparks away from scrutiny. Upon return, a bombshell, Jordan's proposal. Not marriage yet, but partnership in life and business. Equals, he declared on one knee, ring symbolic. Tears flowed. Yes escaped my lips. Announcements sparked frenzy. Celebrations, condemnations. Trailblazers or troublemakers? Forums buzzed. Challenges persisted. A copycat scandal in another firm spotlighted ours anew. Precedent setters, we were dubbed. Advocacy grew, lobbying for workplace protections. But fatigue hit. Enough, Jordan confided. Balance became mantra, delegating, prioritizing us. As the year closed, a quiet anniversary marked our journey. Candlelit dinner, reminiscing. Spills, scandals, triumphs. Worth every tear, he said. I agreed, heart full. Yet, in the glow, broader questions lingered. Society progressed, but gaps remained, discrimination in subtler forms. Our story fueled dialogues. Ethics, equality, endurance. In the end, love prevailed, but at what cost? Was pursuing a romance with such power imbalances ultimately right or wrong?